Hi, and welcome to the Empowered for Change channel. Here we help people explore and better understand how one's life's journey prepares you for your life's purpose. We talk about making lemonade when life throws you lemons, recognizing opportunity when it presents itself, knowing when you need to pivot, and the importance of finding joy in our life's journey. Let me introduce myself. I am Deborah Gilbert White, also known as Dr. D. I am a mother, social justice advocate, social psychologist, former homeless, author, and triple certified coach in that order. I've embraced each aspect of my identity and understand how each has prepared me to do work that helps others. How many of us have been in a space on life's journey where we needed to make a change, to pivot? Did you do it? How did you do it? Were you afraid? What propelled you? The last time I pivoted, I had just moved into an apartment after spending approximately a month in a homeless shelter for women and women with children. The path to the shelter began with being evicted from my apartment months earlier after a loss of income. And with no other place to go, I found myself sleeping on my brother's couch for nearly 3 months, then spending 1 week at a motel on a charity voucher before entering that shelter. Experiencing homelessness caused me to pivot myself from diversity, inclusion, and advocacy work based on race and gender, work I had been doing in some capacity for over 20 years. That work introduced me to the concepts of social justice and social change, and the desire to advance both. I pivoted to becoming a housing justice and homelessness advocate. I was 55 years old. I consider my homelessness a lifequake, a word and concept I learned late last year while listening to my friend Jewel Pearson, also known as Miss Bohemian Soul, on YouTube. It's not a term she coined, but she has embraced it as she shared about her major health challenge. I understand lifequakes to be a major disruptive life event that gives us pause to reflect, reevaluate, and adapt to the situation, often in a way that calls us to reinvent ourselves, causing us to move differently, to pivot. Jewel helped me to understand how life experiences that are considered really bad turn out to be life-changing for the better. Today, at 68 years old, I find myself pivoting, which is changing how I do what I do once again. This channel and my coaching practice represent that change. So, at 68, I am starting a YouTube channel. My channel, Empowered for Change, serves as a reminder that we already have what we need to do what we need to do. We bring that to the tables we sit at, or the tables we build, and to the people we engage with in our professional and personal lives. We bring what we have to the narratives we tell ourselves and others about self, and the mindset that frames how we engage others and how we perceive self as we walk through this world. I celebrated my 68th year around the sun this past February. Each birthday, I am reminded of the path my life has taken, and in recent years, I have become increasingly thankful and grateful for each day I'm given to be a better me. I'm one who truly appreciates getting older. It certainly beats the alternatives. And I find myself loving and living my life. I do that by finding the joy in the journey, no matter what it looks like. Some of you may ask, how do you find joy in the journey when life is lifing? Well, for me, it begins with practicing gratitude, doing what brings me peace, and being hopeful for the better to come. How we find joy can be different for each of us. Not unlike you, my life has had many transitions. Some have been more challenging than others. All have provided life lessons that have shaped me as a person. One important thing I have noted that has served me well is having a positive mindset as I move through, and move beyond life transitions. Having a victor and not a victim mentality, among other things, is key. I've also come to recognize that our life experiences, if we are paying attention, prepare us for our life's purpose. Our thoughts create our realities. What we think about and how you think about yourself matters. Both are foundational to if and how you act, and depending on these actions, the results we manifest. The first night spent in the homeless shelter back in 2012, as I laid on that top bunk, I asked my higher power, what is this about? Even at that moment, I knew that what stuff looked like was not the complete picture. Never did I ask why this was happening to me. I already knew that the most obvious answer to that question was I didn't have enough income to pay the rent. Over the years, what is this about has been answered in multiple ways, and I believe it will continue to be answered as I live into my life's purpose. Remember that how we define or perceive our circumstances and situations, and what we think about ourselves coming to, going through, and moving beyond what happens to us, frames and dictates how we feel about and address life's circumstances and situations. Our need to pivot comes to us for various reasons. Whatever the reason, don't be afraid of the pivot. Know that we each are empowered for the change needed in our personal and professional lives, and for the changes we are to be part of in the world. So, like, subscribe, share our videos, and join us here on the Empowered for Change YouTube channel, where we will engage in community and help each other explore and better understand how our life experiences prepare us for what we have been called to do. I look forward to engaging with each of you and with the amazing guests invited to join us. Until next time, thanks for stopping by, and remember, you are empowered for change.